Hello. In my last video, I went back to the history of Australian manufacturing industry and discussed that Australia waited too long to modernize its manufacturing industry. In this video, I will try to complete this quick overview of the history and then look into the future. For most of the 20th centuries, manufacturing industry wasn't designed to interact with the rest of the world. That's why Australia put big tariffs and taxes on anything brought into the country. This made foreign stuff so expensive that you use Australian made instead. In this period of history, we made everything locally, from cars to washing machines and from fridges to consumer goods. Our products were still too expensive for international market, so most Australian companies mostly sell to the local market, which meant that factories remained too small by global standards and fell behind. Ross Gunnar, government economic advisor in 1980s, once said, "We don't need to make everything ourselves. It would be very damaging to our standards of living if we do so." Nowhere in the world high tariffs have proven to help local industries. It actually weakens the local industry by removing the urge to improve and to be competitive, especially for our situation of the local industries which had little interaction with the international market. In the 1986, government started to remove tariffs on overseas product. Australian consumers loved it, but manufacturers were forced to compete with global markets while our technologies and methods were too old and too expensive. Some smart countries at that time tried to buy some time for their local industries to put some support mechanism to give them some chance to adapt to the new no tariffs condition. However, it seems that Australian government at that time has other priorities in mind. At the time of Paul Keating's government, there was some discussion about support and modernizing program for manufacturing, not to becoming banana republic country, but that priority has changed for the government as new, easier income became available. For 20 years after 1983, our export of manufactured goods increased by volume by more than 10% per annum. China also increased and expanded its manufacturing and needed a lot of coal, iron ore, and later LNG. An enormous amount of money started to flow into Australia, and building a modern manufacturing industry didn't matter anymore. Enough about the past. Let's look into the future. We have proven that we are great at innovation, but our local market is too small to rely on. However, if we change our mindset, we are also very close to the largest market in the world, Asia. Australian-made products still carry a good name that can help us to acquire the international market for high-tech and good quality product in the world. We need long-term planning and real support for our manufacturing industry to transform to an international level. In my opinion, we need to build industries in industrial clusters and micro manufacturing platforms to use the spirit of real collaboration to modernize our industry and move towards a niche and high-tech product only. The time is now, and COVID did us a favor. Let's not waste it. Thank you.